Greetings everybody, and welcome to a new decade, one which I'm sure is going to become a historical landmark. You may be unhappy about the direction society is going in and feel change is needed. It's imperative we take responsibility, and collectively we can make a difference. Hitting upset or angry and sharing a post on Facebook is ineffective. As the saying goes, if you keep doing what you've always done, then you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. There are many groups working on addressing the concerns that most of us have. I'm going to focus on an area that you might not have considered yet. It is a formidable force that is playing a major role in instigating change. The truly effective course of action is raising the consciousness of humanity, and there are many groups putting a lot of effort into making this happen. The wheels are in motion for a change of epic proportions, and that is a global shift in human consciousness. There will be a great coming of knowledge to the planet, and what we do with it will determine our future as a species. Numerous groups have been talking about ascension, in simple terms, a global spiritual evolution. I have to hold my hands up and state that I paid very little attention to this notion. In fact, about 6 years ago, I was totally dismissive of the concept. My eyes have been opened over the past 4 years because of the amazing energy shifts that I and others have witnessed. And these have been accompanied by global transmissions to people in our group, many of which started off with views similar to myself. What we are aware of now is truly remarkable. You probably have the question, how do I become aware of this energy? Because it is, without a doubt, not an intellectual process. There are many systems out there claiming to elevate your awareness. And out of the plethora of groups, only a fraction of a percent actually have real epiphanies. And in fact, sometimes it's only just the guru of the group. There are people who have had spontaneous awakenings through trauma, near-death experiences, emotional crises, and even for no apparent reason. Although still quite rare, more people are having spontaneous awakenings, and we're told this is going to accelerate. It is important that you find a group that does more than talk about expanded awareness. They should have a track record of guiding people to the ultimate truth. If you're presented with glib platitudes like in lifetimes, when the time is right, when you are worthy, then keep seeking. If the system is true, there'll be students that can stand up and testify they have attained the state taught in the group. If this is not the case, you owe it to yourself to move on. At light and sound meditation, you can, by touch from an enlightened being, be given access to energies to travel in spiritually and find the ultimate truth for yourself in a finite time. And there are people that you can talk to that will stand up and testify to having attained beyond the mind and enlightened states of consciousness. There is no charge for the guidance or energy transference. We work on the pay it forward principle and ask that when you attain enlightenment, you will freely pass on that energy to others. The ultimate truth is beyond the mind. It is the reason why you've been born, and it cannot be challenged. As stated, the mind is limited. There are many of you on different paths, hoping to reach the same destination. Sadly, this is unlikely to happen. Over the past 25 years, I've spoken to many people. Some have been meditating up to 40 years, and they're still hoping they will get there. Although they don't know how, they don't know where it is, or even what it is. As Krishnamurti stated, why do you come to me asking for enlightenment when you don't know what it is? To highlight how hard the spiritual path is, let's consider one of many typical cases where a savant meditator has had the tenacity and discipline to fulfill their quest. Maharishi Mehi Paramans, who lived in the early 1900s, after about 20 years of meditation, went into a cave for 18 months and attained enlightenment. If you currently meditate, ask yourself truly, with the effort you are currently putting in, what do you think your chances are? The most popular question we're asked is, what is enlightenment? The answers given can't do it justice, as you can't understand it, you can only be it. Our questions come from a limited perspective, the mind, and the state exists beyond the mind. In fact, the mind does not get enlightened. The enlightenment can be explained is not enlightenment. As an analogy, the tetragrammaton, that is the 4-letter Hebrew word for God, is not read out aloud, as it assigns a limit to that which is beyond definition. For those that have attained the state, they will express it in their own words. However, there is a commonality for key aspects, and that is, our existence is formless. We always have been and always will be. The state is that one thing everywhere, yet it is nothing. The whole of creation is brought into being through unconditional love. Here are a couple of testimonials from the many that we've received over the past few years. First one, I am love, I am formless, I am the essence of everything and everybody, I am everywhere, I am the light that illuminates the path back to me, I am the sound that transports you where matter can't reach, more and more within, breaking layers upon layers of limits until you reach me, your essence. Rest in me. I am the empty space where all creation is manifested. Everything leads you to me. I was never born. I will never die. And the second testimonial, I meditated through the night. Sunday. First for me, but there was no time. It was effortless and wonderful. I've always felt like there was a journey, new and exciting places to be, somewhere I could be content forever. Suddenly, in an instant, there wasn't. Everything stopped. No sound, no light, no thing. Just that part of me that became one with no thing. I was no thing. I was everything. I was the source of nothing and everything. Words are so inadequate, but it was beautiful, and all I can equate it to is love. For everything and nothing, how jumbled, but it is clear as day for me, blissful and yet not. I have stopped every now and then, but I can keep going. It's easy, and I'm energized, involved with everything and nothing. I'm singing. I felt like my world had imploded I was not going anywhere. It was not a journey. My expansion was infinite. I was the journey. There was no thing, no one thing. I knew, I understood what I've been searching for 20 years, and not knowing I was a roadblock. Such simplicity. All we need is love. Not the earthly, physical kind, but the global love that can heal nations. You might ask, why get enlightened? Well, it is the reason you have been born. On attaining enlightenment, the wheel of karma is broken. It is total liberation. There is no requirement to reincarnate. Massive amounts of energy are brought down that impacts those around us in a positive manner. When connected to the light and sound energy, we have a tremendous power to channel love and light, even if we have not attained enlightenment. As the number of light and sound meditators increase, so does the positive energy. We have witnessed amazing shifts in energy over the past few years, and there is more to come. The planet has not seen energy like this for a very long time. We are fortunate to be around at this momentous occasion. That is the next stage in human evolution. Well, for those still watching, the concepts that have been covered can be quite challenging. Our identities are based on when we were born, where we were born and raised, and the social environment we exist in. Concepts outside of what we consider our existence challenge our assumed identity, which in reality is an illusion. And you'll get to know that for a fact yourself. If you're transported to another time and place, a different social environment, you could have views that totally contradict your current ones. Think about it. What is the identity that you call I? So the question is, are you going to take the first step to find out the ultimate truth for yourself and align yourself with those that are having a positive effect on the planet and its inhabitants? There is no requirement to change your belief system. Just sit down, receive the energy, and be illuminated. The global website is lightandsoundmeditation.com. And for those in North America, it is lightandsoundmeditationusa.com. The guidance and energy transfer is free of charge. A lot has been discussed and it's quite hard to digest it all. So please read through the website and feel free to ask questions. We look forward to hearing from you. Make 2020 a new beginning and bring a real sense of purpose to your life. Thank you.